we finally got another one. So here's the time and date. Obviously, this is our pile from last time. So finally I obtained another pack of sleeves. However, I don't think these are it. Because I just followed whatever I had from what my sister initially got me. Which is kind of weird, just to see in like, what, since April? So like 5 months, how a package has changed. So that's interesting, because I'm actually kind of now worried that I got the wrong set. Speaking of that, I finally got myself another soundboard. But again, just like these things, this is the previous package I got my soundboard in. Which is definitely weird. I mean, at least they now provide a cord. So... Okay, so these definitely are the same ones, so good on that. So again, just like last time, we're basically gonna continue whatever we need to sleeve left, and then we're gonna try to binder them, as I'll show those stuff later. But anyways, we will situate our 9 sped cards that we've pulled. So here is the Winter Armamenter. I don't know what they call these. Might as well just clean up this space. Oh gosh. Here is the Karina photo card, which is, I think what I've heard, this is just the general one. Like, this is one that you get, like, if you bought, like, a Korean version of the album. Like, Karina in purple is really nice. And then, this is the international photo card for Ningning, because this is in English. So, these are the photo cards, obviously, I got from the Kwanya version. I don't think we need to sleeve a Polaroid. This is the Giselle Polaroid. So, there it is. And then, this is Giselle from the girls version. Or the real world. And then last of girls is Giselle's international version. I don't know why this is struggling. Weird. Again, pulling this was funny. I don't know how I managed to pull an entire set of Giselle. But it's still funny. To my world, here is Karina from the intro version, the photo card, no, the photo book intro, and then the next two Infinite photo cards. This is the Karina photo card from the zine version, the Barnes & Noble zine version. And then Karina zine version, the Target zine version. I definitely jinxed myself with these two cards because I knew how like big they were and like how much people wanted them. So the fact I like jinxed myself into getting them is just kind of ironic. Because I was just seeing like, you know, jokes or like, people just tweeting like, if anyone like, for anyone that pulls these cards, I'm gonna rob you. So it's just like, oh, alright. Also, just to show, this is not really relevant because again, it's an inclusion, or it's not a photo card. And then, I don't think I showed off these three. Like, I just have these three because, you know, I might as well have just completed this entire set, which is pretty neat. I think I actually will probably consider completing this set too. Alright, so let's actually situate our oddity, or finish our oddities, our two Blackpink albums. Because again, I have these because my sister got these for me, just as like a returning gift. So obviously at the time, I didn't tell her I've actually moved on from Blackpink, so it was just like, I just kind of let it happen. It wasn't until the day that we did get, that we were like planning this, that I actually told her. It was like, oh, okay. So there's Rose, and then Jenny. The other Rose. Then Lisa. Let's get this big one out. Still smells refreshing. So this is a group 1. This is the specific unit. Weird. I guess because they're that tightly packed in. Alright. Alright. So. Okay, so we're gonna go with this orientation with these cards. Jeez, this is stuff. This is obviously still probably my favorite of the concepts. I don't remember what I did last time. I only rewatched the portion just to make sure which cards I needed to actually seal. This is not showing. This is still one of my favorite pulls. And here's this one. So let's pile up. Let's start our pile of Super Junior. We would do Colin, to which I apparently got the versions wrong. It's apparently, this is A, this is B, and this is C. This is gonna be fun to deal with. Oh gosh. Wow, I popped that one. I kinda wish they made these a lot more easier to do. Like, I mean, I guess I'm glad they dropped doing the case versions. Because digipacks are definitely a lot more easier to maintain. And just, you know, I prefer how Red Velvet does their case versions. The jewel case is not bad. It's just, their design is weird. It's just like, to deal with this entire segment. Like, it's definitely an interesting design overall. It's just trying to put the contents back in. It's like you need patience basically, because it's just like you need to slide it through under these tabs, and then you need to fold this over to complete folding it in, and then it's like, alright. And well, I don't know why I'm always turning this. Here are actual photo cards, because again, the photo book versions of the Resistance did not have these kind. It was the square versions. I have Heechel's square version, but I got it without the photo card. So that was unfortunate, but I at least pulled a Heechel, which is, again, 2 in a row now. I've pulled a Heechel in an album. So again, adding on our Super Junior stack. Last Super Junior album. To which, to no one's surprise, was Heechel. Which is pretty neat. So, there. Now our group, or Super Junior group cards are now fully sleeved. Moving on. So, next up, we have D&E. Oops. So, the case with D&E is because I got the special versions of the albums. They're ones that came with multiple cards, which is pretty cool. So, there's that. These two. And then here we have Countdown Epilogue. This one has 3 just stacked on top of each other. So I always like the D&D cards. That's why I appreciate getting the special editions. And here we finally sleeved these cards, which we have one last batch. I knew something was off. I forgot a key. This is still not really a fun packaging to deal with, because like you have to like okay. Is it just in that? I don't remember. I think it was just in this packet. Do these count? I don't know if these count. They're cards. And we've done the others, so I guess we will. I still have yet to actually get keys come back. I've been pretty bad at comebacks lately. Because I haven't looked at Hoyun's either. This is probably my favorite one. But... so yeah, they're photo card size, so might as well. They're all curved. I like how these characters are becoming a recurrence within Key's albums. Or I don't think these ones specifically, but I think it's cool. Okay, I was gonna say. Let me just make sure that is everything. Oh. Okay. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Because this one doesn't have just this signature. Because I think this one does. And we'll just do this backwards, I guess. Come on. So, I mean, we're almost done with this pack at least. But I mean, it's literally because we're doing all these key cards. I really like all of these characters from the second album. Look at all of these. And then Killer, I don't remember. Because I think it's in here, because... I think these were the last two? And then, like, look at this one. Like, I've showed, like, I never showed it here, but, like, this is definitely... Like, look at that. I would also probably want to collect all of these ones, too, but... Yeah, so... How many cards of key do we have? 14? 12. Wow. So now, this is all we have. And I'm probably actually going to leave some of these out because I think we're going to actually have to transfer some of these cards to these sleeves for consistency. So, here's a binder and 4 pages. So, this was in a suggestion of my sister to get a PVC free card. Such. So again, here's this trading card pages. So these will hold 9 cards each, but there's 10 pages. So, I don't know why, I was struggling with this for a while at Walmart, but then I was like, wait, I'm dumb. Because I'm like, wait, I am fine. So like, what? Yeah, they work for the most part. It might not be the best. Alright. You just... So... Ooh. So we have to change the angle. But, yeah, so here we have our pages and such. So I'm gonna do it by group order for the most part. So let me angle it back. So obviously we would just do Super Junior first. Obviously the issue of the way I'm gonna do it is that obviously what if there's a collection I want to actually complete? Because then we're gonna have to rearrange pages, which is not really obviously great. But I'm kind of going into the assumption that for the most part I'm not going to be completing the majority of these. Because like here for example, I'll probably just leave a blank spot. There is colon. And then here we have the road. I should probably actually separate these by groups now. And then we got our two M&D cards. And then there's a full page. So there's Super Junior taking 3 pages basically. If only I can actually zoom out a bit more, because like I'm going by like group and then like unit here and such. So like right here, now we're gonna start SNSD. For my sake, I want to have all my Mr. Taxi cards in one page. Oops. Because honestly, I still at least want to have some resemblance of this. That one's pretty tight, so. Oops. So there's the Mr. Taxi page. This is really tight. Obviously, I don't have anything. I don't have any holiday nights. So that's all of SNSD. Now we'll. There's Tay, so. There's OGG. And then might as well just move the piles up here. yeah, and this is the rest of INVU. And now we gotta get through all these. Oh, I mean, now we're still trekking through a bunch of all these solo cards. Because I think, again, something like this is kind of, so like, I'm gonna have to remove the protectors, obviously, because they're too big. And hopefully these fill out a page. I would like for these to fill out a page, but it doesn't seem like they will. But, okay, never, I think we're fine, actually. Because then Hoyun concludes SNSD. So SNSD ended up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. Gosh darn it. Then we'll do key next. So like, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I potentially need to actually make room for shiny cards. Because I still would like to own hard. Or even like, I would still like to get the 7th and 8th albums. Because now when I actually, cool key actually. Thank gosh. Okay, so key fills out. Key thankfully fills out 2 pages. Thankfully, because then that means we gotta deal with EXO. So it seems like we're almost done with this first packet. So then there's... Oh, we finished Obsession, so now we're at Don't Fight the Feeling. They're not straight, but... Oh, whoa. We're almost done with group stuff anyway, because now... Great. Dio is literally... Dio is his own page. So that makes EXO 3 pages. Wow. The camera needs a break for some reason. So Irene's like the first where we actually are gonna have to change out the sleeve. Just for the sake of myself. So, there we go. Slide in like so. There we go with that. That one's tight. There's that. have to remove all these protectors. I mean, a lot of resources. And then now a really bad boy. Now we're at Queendom already. Then wait. See, Red Velvet's tricky, because this Red Velvet's the one I should actually probably start making spaces for. Oh well, we'll do it later. Alright. There. And all of our birthday cards. Never mind, that's not all of them. We'll leave a spot for that Yuri. And we're with Joy. Was it really just those ones? Can Sugi please fit on all of these? All of these? I don't want to. No, Sugi. It's because of that one space. That one space I made. The one space I made caused this to be by itself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then we'll just throw our sped cards in here. Alright, that's... These cards I don't think are... Okay. I want to keep this one. That. Alright. And then we have a row left. Come on. Alright. So, there was that. And we would just dedicate this entire page to just these extra cards. So we would just be weird and just make it like that. Alright. So there's all of our pages as the battery exhausts. So with this, we can now officially remove this thing out. And then what is this? A bug died on this. Oh jeez. Oh gosh. Well, there we. Oh gosh. So, definitely, this feels a lot more heftier now. How much pages do we have left? Or I mean, no, we should count how much pages we used. So, 1, 2. I have this this much space. We don't. Might as well just shift it here. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, yeah, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So, 19? So yeah, we've used 2 packets basically. And then we got another set of packets. But like, you know, overall, like this is definitely accomplishing. The only issue is just trying to like readjust it. Because then at that point, I'm just going to simply probably like just use another page. Because out of laziness, honestly. Because it's just like, why would I want to go through the effort of reorganizing these? But apparently there's videos of people doing that, of like just of recording themselves just reorganizing their entire binder. And it's like, you know, I know that people didn't pay attention to the previous one, so why would I want to, like, I would do it again, honestly. I just don't know if I can really actually keep this up as a series. This iron's slipping out. But other than that, like, you know, again, the red velvet pages I'm actually worried about because of the fact I need to actually, I should have actually left in some spaces, but I didn't. Especially for like, yeah, especially for like really bad, not really bad boy, the perfect red velvet. And potentially queendom. Yeah, so it just seems like the weird thing about these sleeves is that they actually slip out, which is kind of odd. And again, like here, we're so close. But Sugi has, I have 6 cards of Sugi. So then she just slipped in the Espa pages. And like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these last 3 pages. I don't know. And like, this is just my extra like pages of like, this is just etc. This is just basically black, pink, and 2 Yoon. So, but other than that, like, very accomplished overall. I at least got one thing done. I'm not gonna be like most people and like actually customize this. Like, again, like, I will probably end up buying more pages just because, but like, I'm genuinely surprised at how heavy this actually feels already. Like, is it heavy because of how much plastic this is? And not just because of the cards? Like, wow. So heavy. Like, I don't even know if I'm actually going to go through the effort of, like, actually trying to, like, organize these, like, actually have, like, labelers or, like, you know, cover pages or, I don't know. I don't know how much I should actually go into, like, personalization. Just, you know, I just wanted a binder and card pages and like you know, have somewhere to put these cards because, you know, again, I was just following with what my sister does and just because she just simply leaves them in her albums. And she was like, well, I mean, like, you're pretty committed on like actually collecting these things. You might as well put them in a binder. So it's just like, yeah. Now, now we're gonna mess with this and test it out and such. So yeah.